We're going to start with some very basic equations. Here we have 5 times something equals 20. Opposite of multiplication, how do I isolate my variable here? What would I have to do?
You divide.
Good, divide by 5, divide by 5, right? We're always doing the opposite operation. This cancels out. X equals 20 divided by 5.
4.
Good. Okay, that one was easy. Let's look at the next. Okay, same thing, except now I have my variable on the right side. How do I isolate my x?
You divide by 7.
Good. We want to divide by 7, because the opposite of multiplying by 7 is dividing by 7. What do I have to do to the left side?
Divide by 7.
Good. Okay, so it doesn't matter which side our variable is on, right?
X
I can
equals 7.
Yeah, I can write 7 equals x, because 49 divided by 7 is 7, or I can write x equals 7. These represent the exact same thing, right? Correct? Yeah.
Correct.
What if we have 10 equals x plus 8? What do I want to do to isolate my x? What do I need to get rid of?
Subtract 8.
Good. We want to get rid of the 8, so we subtract 8.
And then you subtract 8 from 10,
Good.
which is 2.
Good. So
X
it'd be
is 2.
10 subtract 8 equals x, and 10 take away 8 is 2. 2
is
equals x, or
Or x is 2.
x is 2. Both of these are correct. Good. Okay, with the next one, another simple one. 6 times something equals 42.
So, subtract 6. No, that's wrong. Divides by 6.
Divide by 6. Good. And here?
Divide by 6.
Good. X equals 7. Okay? Now I put all numbers. So instead of the last question we had 6x equals, what did I say? 42, right? Okay, so instead of writing 6x, I'm writing yx. And instead of writing 42, I wrote z. If I tell you that I want you to isolate x, well, right now it says y, so something, times something, right? So we have multiplication. When you have two variables next to each other, we know we have to multiply, right? Just like if you have a number and a variable, and we know that means multiply. How would I get rid of this multiplying by y? What would I have to do?
You divide.
Right, I would have to divide by y. Y divided by y, that cancels out, right? What do I have to do to the right side?
Divided by y.
Divided by y. That's it. That's the answer. The answer is x equals z divided by y. Just like here it was 6x equals 42, x equals 42 divided by 6. And I forgot to mention, this question said solve for x. So I've solved for x. I don't know what y is, I don't know what z is, I don't know what x is, but x is equal to z divided by y. That's how I would isolate x. Okay, does that make sense? So for this one, again, we're only using variables. Solve for a. Right now, it's solved for d. So I want to know what's a equal to. So this, just imagine there were numbers here. What would you get rid of first?
You get rid of d.
Well, we want to
Oh,
look
no,
at,
you get rid of b.
yeah,
first.
because we want to look at what's around our a, because we're trying to isolate it. We want to get it by itself. So we want to get rid of this b. So we do the opposite. It says plus b. I'm going to take away the b. What do you have to do to the right side?
You have to subtract by b.
Right. So let's rewrite this a little neater.
So then a is equal to d minus b.
Right. D minus b equals a, or, oops, that doesn't look like a very nice a. Neither does that. Or a equals d minus b. And we've solved for a.
Looks like an n.
This actually will help you to solve questions that use formulas. Do you remember what this is a formula for?
Let's see.
Circumference.
Oh.
So circumference is equal to 2 pi r. Well, if the question, you get a question in math that says find the radius, you're actually solving for r. So if you rearrange the formula, it's easier to just plug in the values and then you get your answer, right? Because sometimes you can be given the circumference and they say, well, what's the radius? Rearrange the formula first and then plug in the values. Okay, so let's try this one. It says c equals 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by r. What's the opposite of multiplication?
Division.
So what do I want to get rid of? What's around my r?
So
that I want to
Divide
eliminate.
by 2 pi.
Good, you divide by 2 pi to get rid of it. What do I have to do to the other side?
Divide by 2 pi, so it would be c divided by 2 pi
Yep,
equals r.
good. R equals C divided by 2 pi.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.